Hey there, crafty friends! We've got a brand new project for you today. Say hello to the DIY butterfly pendant. Grab your materials and let's get started. Start by organizing your materials neatly on a clean table. Take out the first pair of butterfly wings and grab the pink strip. Carefully attach the pink strip along the outer edge of the wings. You can use wet glue or a hot glue gun. Just be sure to handle it with care. Carefully line the strips up neatly along the wings. Aligning them precisely will help form a beautiful pattern that becomes the foundation of your final butterfly design. Now, repeat the same process with the smaller wing. There's no need to worry about precise measurements at this stage. This part is all about creativity and personal preference. Feel free to adjust the length of the strips and how far you want them to go along the wing. Play around with the placement until it looks just right to you. Line up those cherry pink strips carefully, making sure everything is aligned before gluing. Taking your time here helps avoid any slips or mishaps and keeps your butterfly looking clean and polished. Once you've finished outlining the edges, it's time to move on to the second layer. Grab the cream-colored strip and start filling in the middle section of the wings. Work slowly and carefully to keep the placement even. It helps build a smooth transition between the layers and adds depth to your butterfly design. The middle layer can be a bit trickier since it's narrower, so take your time. But don't worry, it's worth the effort. This layer really brings the butterfly wing to life, adding dimension and a sense of movement to your design. Just keep a steady hand and follow the curve of the wing as closely as you can. Now, do the same with the middle section of the smaller wing. It might feel a bit tighter to work with, but just follow the same technique, carefully lining the cream-colored strip along the shape. Keep it neat and consistent to match the flow of the larger wing. Finally, take the cherry pink colored strip and use it to fill in the remaining empty spaces on both wings. This final layer ties everything together, giving the wings a full, vibrant look. Make sure to press each strip down gently so everything stays in place and the overall design looks smooth and cohesive. Adding all three layers to the butterfly brings out a vibrant and colorful look. The way you place the strips is entirely up to you. No need for measurement. Feel free to follow your own style in placing the strips, but I suggest aligning them on the same flow to get that same pattern. Your scissors and hot glue are your best friends in this step, but remember, safety first. Handle them with care to avoid any accidents while bringing your butterfly to life. After you've finished filling the wings, carefully trim the edges using a pair of scissors. Take your time with this step and be extra cautious. Clean, precise cuts will give your butterfly a neat and refined finish. There's no need to be quick here. Take your time and enjoy each step. DIY crafts aren't just about the finished product, they're about the journey, the joy of creating something with your own hands. Every strip you place and every detail you add brings your project to life in a unique way. Now, grab your cherry pink strip and carefully line it along the outer edge of the section where you've already filled in with cherry pink. This adds a nice bold border that enhances the color and helps define the shape of the wing even more. Take your time to keep the alignment neat and consistent. Next, do the same with the pink strip. Carefully line it along the outer edge of the area you filled with pink earlier. This creates a layered effect and gives your butterfly even more texture and dimension. Make sure the strip follows the curve smoothly for a polished finish. And once again, be careful while using your hot glue and scissors. These tools are essential for bringing your design together, but always handle them with care to avoid any accidents. Crafting is fun. Let's keep it safe too. As you go along, make sure to keep your workspace tidy. Cleaning your table as you work not only helps you stay organized, but also makes the crafting process smoother and more enjoyable. Line up those corners with glue and align each of the strip perfectly, following the wing's curves. Once you're done assembling both wings, gently but firmly press down on each one. This helps the glue bond more securely to the strips and ensures everything stays in place. Now, carefully flip the wing over and apply the pink strip along the entire outer edge of the backside. This step helps give your butterfly a clean, finished look from all angles. Make sure the strip follows the shape of the wing closely and press it down gently as you go. Now, gently trim off any excess strips around the edges of both wings. Take your time and use small, precise cuts to keep the shape clean and polished. This final trimming step gives your butterfly a crisp and professional finish. Now that the trimming is complete, it's time to add some sparkle. Grab your white glitter strip and place 3 lines across the large wing. Get creative with it. You can arrange them however you like to give your butterfly a shimmering, magical touch that really catches the light. Be sure to press each glitter strip down firmly so it sticks securely to the wing. This will help it stay in place and blend smoothly into the rest of your design, adding that perfect touch of sparkle without coming loose. Now, do the same with the smaller wing. Use the white glitter strip to add 2 lines. Just like before, you can place them however you like. Once they're in position, press them down gently but firmly to make sure they stay in place and shine just as beautifully. Once you're done trimming, go ahead and repeat the entire process for one more set of wings, 1 large and 1 small. By the end, you'll have 4 beautifully crafted wings in total, 2 big and 2 small, each full of color and detail. These will come together to form a stunning butterfly. Next, grab a white glitter strip and gently trim away the glittery layer, leaving just the flexible wire underneath. Take your time with this step to avoid bending or damaging the wire. It'll be important for the finishing details. Measure out 11 centimeters of wire, then measure another 5 centimeters and cut the rest. Take the 5 centimeter piece and bend it into the 11 centimeters of wire. Then bend the entire wire to form a teardrop shape. Use hot glue to keep its shape steady. Adjust the shape as needed and trim away any excess glue or uneven ends to keep it neat and clean. Now, take the 5 centimeter strip and slightly bend it before carefully attaching it inside the teardrop shape you just created. This will add dimension and detail to your design. Secure it with a small dab of hot glue, making sure it's centered and stable. Next, cut a 2 centimeter piece and a 1 centimeter piece from the leftover wire. Carefully glue both pieces inside the teardrop shape to add extra detail and texture. Position them however you like. These small touches will give your butterfly a more intricate and finished look. Gently bend the small wire pieces to create a slight curve, then carefully attach them inside the teardrop shape. Use a small amount of hot glue to secure them in place. These added curves will enhance the overall look, giving your butterfly an elegant and delicate touch. Now, repeat the process to make a second teardrop shape using the same steps. This will give you 2 matching teardrops, perfect for balancing both sides of your butterfly or adding symmetrical details to your final design. Now let's move to the yellow strip. Measure 1 centimeter, fold it, then measure another 1 centimeter in the opposite direction and fold again. Repeat this back and forth folding 10 times. Once you're done with the folds, gently pinch them together while twisting in a spiral motion. This will help shape the folds into a 5-pointed star. Take the excess strip and gently loop it through each point of the star twice. This not only strengthens the shape, but also adds a cute finished detail to each tip. Secure each loop with a small dab of glue to keep everything firmly in place. This will ensure your star holds its shape and stays neat, even with handling or movement. Carefully trim away any excess material around the star to refine its shape. This will give it a crisp, clean look and help maintain its 5-pointed form. Now, make a second star using the exact same method. Follow the same folding, pinching, and wrapping steps to create a matching piece. Having 2 stars will add symmetry and extra charm to your final butterfly design. Take a new yellow strip and cut off 10 centimeters. Set this piece aside for later use. Next, carefully trim away the outer layer of the remaining strip to expose the wire inside. Be gentle and precise while trimming to avoid damaging the wire or hurting yourself. Now, take the exposed wire and attach the yellow stars to each end. This will add a pop of color while giving structure and balance to your design. Make sure both ends are securely attached and aligned before moving on. Repeat the same steps using a cherry pink strip. Now, cut 10 centimeters from a cherry pink strip and set it aside. Then, cut the remaining part into a 5-centimeter piece. You should now have 2 strips. For the yellow strip, measure one side to 8 centimeters and the other to 7 centimeters, then trim accordingly. This will give you 2 yellow strips of different lengths. Finally, you should now have 4 stars. each attached to stems of different lengths. Arrange them in order of height to create a rising pattern, then glue them together side by side to form a beautiful band of stars. This layered effect adds movement and charm, making it a perfect finishing touch to your butterfly creation. Next, take a light green strip and fold it in half, then cut along the fold to create 2 equal pieces. Cross the 2 strips over each other to form an X shape, then twist them tightly at the center where they intersect. Measure 3.5 centimeters from one of the green strips and gently loop it around the rest to form a leaf shape. Once the loop is secure, trim off any excess material and clean up the edges for a smooth, tidy finish. Keep trimming the edges little by little to refine the shape and make it look more like a real leaf. Focus on creating a gentle point at the tip and smooth curves along the sides for a natural, polished look. Now, cut off any excess strip to clean up the shape, then repeat this entire process 2 more times to create a total of 3 leaf shapes. Grab a yellow strip and measure out 1.5 centimeters, followed by another 1 centimeter. Pinch both sections tightly to create small folds, then wrap the remaining length of the strip around the 1 centimeter section to form a small ball shape. This will serve as a cute, rounded accent for your design. Press the end of the strip inward to hide the tip and create a clean finish. The ball should be around 1.5 centimeters thick. Apply a small dab of glue to hold it in place. Trim the excess strip right down to the wire so only the wrapped ball remains. The result should look like a small ball pierced by a wire. Repeat the same process 3 more times, this time using a purple strip. Each one should result in a small, neat ball pierced by a wire, just like the yellow one. Now, take the leftover white glitter strip you left earlier and glue a 1.2 centimeter pearl onto one end. Once the pearl is securely attached, measure 4 centimeters from the base of the pearl and cut the strip at that point. Do this twice. To create the tiny white flower, start by folding a white strip in half. From the folded point, measure 2.5 centimeters and twist the strip tightly to form the flower center. Then, fold both tails upward to align neatly with the twisted section. This forms the base shape of your delicate flower. Do this until you have 3 flower petals. Then repeat it again in another strip to create 2 3-petal flower. Glue the folded tails together at the base of the twist to secure the shape. Then, trim off any excess strip to clean up the edges. Gently adjust the petals and twist as needed to form a neat, delicate little flower. This tiny detail will add a soft, elegant touch to your overall design. Gently bend the petals outward to give them a more natural, open shape. This simple touch will make your tiny flower look more realistic and add a lovely dimension to your finished piece. Take your time with this step. There's no need to rush. Carefully shape each petal, bending and adjusting them until you're happy with the form. This little flower may be small, but the detail you put into it makes all the difference. Let it bloom with character and care. Make it the best flower you can, something you'll be proud to showcase in your final piece. Next, wrap a cream-colored strip around a pen 5 times and twist it tight. Tuck the end of the strip inside the loops and then twist tightly again. Cut off the excess strip. Now, gently open the loops and spread them out evenly, laying them flat to form a simple flower shape. Adjust each loop so they're evenly spaced, creating a soft, round bloom that adds a delicate, textured touch to your overall design. Next, gently bend each petal upward to add depth and dimension to the flower. To finish it off, take the flower stems and trim the tips from 3 of them. These trimmed pieces will be used as delicate center accents for your flower. Carefully glue the trimmed stem tips right at the center of the flower. Hold them in place for a few seconds to ensure they're secure. This final detail adds a beautiful, realistic finish and makes your flower truly pop. Create another flower one more time. There should be a total of 2. Now it's time for the most exciting part, assembling everything together. First, attach the big 2 wings at their pointed center, securing it with a touch of glue. Next, attach the teardrop directly to the center of the big wing, ensuring it's aligned securely. Once that's in place, follow by gluing the small wing just beneath it. This completes the first half of your butterfly. Now, repeat the same steps on the other side of the butterfly. Attach the second teardrop to the center of the other big wing, then add the remaining small wing beneath it. This will be the canvas for your other attachments. Flip your butterfly and glue the ends of the 4-star ornament you have created earlier. Next, begin attaching your butterfly's design elements, starting with the leaves. Glue 1 leaf to the left upper part, 1 to the left lower part, and 1 to the right upper part on the back of the butterfly. Leave the right lower part for the attachment of other designs. Next, attach the stemmed balls you created to the butterfly. You can follow the placement shown in the tutorial, or feel free to get creative and arrange them in your own unique way. Let your personal style guide the final touches. Feel free to trim the stems if they need to be shortened for better placement. Adjust as needed to make everything fit neatly and look just right. Work slowly and concisely to get the best results. Of course, don't forget to enjoy the process. Now start adding the pearls with stems to your butterfly. You can follow the placement shown in the video, or let your creativity take the lead and design them in your own unique way. Either approach will add elegance and sparkle to your final piece. Now, add the flowers you've created to the center of the butterfly. This will serve as the main focal point of your design, so take your time positioning them just right. Secure them with glue and press gently to hold them in place. Look at those designs coming together. So beautiful and full of personality. Every detail you've added makes this butterfly truly one of a kind. Next, flip your butterfly over and gather all the pearls in different sizes. Carefully attach them to the butterfly, spacing them in a way that complements your design. You can follow the placement shown in the video, but feel free to make it your own. Your creative touch is what makes it special. As we're adding these final details, you can really see how everything comes together. That's the beauty of DIY. It's not just about making something pretty. It's about enjoying the process. Every little piece we add tells part of a story, and each step brings out your creativity in such a fun and personal way. There's no pressure to be perfect. Just play around, try what feels right, and watch your design come to life. That's what makes DIY so special. It's your hands, your choices, your style. Don't forget to add the final touches. Glue on those tiny ribbons and pearls right onto the stars. Finally, measure about 3 centimeters of cherry pink strip and attach both ends together to form a small loop. Then, glue this loop to the center of the butterfly. This will serve as the attachment point for the pearl lace, adding both function and a charming finishing touch to your design. And there you have it! Your beautiful butterfly pendant is complete, sparkly, handmade, and totally magical.